Howdy.
Howdy.
When you hear banjos playing, you know it's time for Hillbilly Holler.
This is Halton Hills Online. I'm Big Daddy from Halton Hills Radio and Halton Hills now on YouTube, of course. And of course, this is, what's the name of the program?
Hillbilly Holler.
Hillbilly Holler. And we're driving an easy taxi that's brought to you by Max Tires. And we have somebody getting in. I can see we're picking up somebody right now.
Hi, come on in.
There we are. We're going to have a guest for this week. And
by the way,
I got to let her in. There she is.
And by the way, I'm Leah Hersliwe.
Yes, you are. You certainly are. And next week,
hi.
This is Doris Treleaven. And Doris, of course, you know who Doris is, folks. Come on, she's a very famous artist in Halton Hills, and she's
well known.
She has stuff all over town. We're so proud of you, Doris.
Oh, thanks, Doris.
Now we're up on the 5th line area of Limehouse. And of course, this is what we're looking at here. Is your shop is in the back there?
Right there, the yellow one.
The yellow building. Okay.
So, Doris, you were saying something about the yellow building here.
Yes, this is my shop. It's quite large, and when I first started, I was working out of a garage in Georgetown South, so I looked for a property that had a shop. This place was actually a huge rundown mess, and over the years I've been able to clean it up and make it what it is now.
It looks beautiful here. I mean, and it's a great area up here in Limehouse to do something nice and rustic like you do. I love coming in here and checking out all the colors and the sculpture, of course, at the end of your driveway, which is world famous, by the way, Doris. You did know that, right?
Yeah, I actually posted it today, even. I change it up with the seasons, and I just think if I can make someone laugh, it's fun.
Let's just see.
Did you want to
angle that way a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Shoot. There's a raccoon on my left, but there you go, right there.
There it is.
There's that's the world. Even carrying a broken rake.
Well, I have to be careful what I put out there because that's all secondhand stuff. Because a few weeks ago, she was a ski lady and somebody stole her head.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So
always a prankster somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, but the heads are hard to find because they're the ones that they used for cutting hair. The mannequin heads.
They're old. That's some time ago, right?
So tell us about your business. It's Metalscape, right?
So Metalscape, I am a welder by trade, and I started 25 years ago my business. But I guess I should start from the beginning.
Sure.
People always ask me, how did you get into welding?
That was my question, but I didn't want to stop you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So back in the day, I was slave labor in my dad's tool and die shop in Weston. And I rebelled and went into real estate. And I was 19. I was the youngest in Ontario to get my real estate license.
Oh, wow.
So
congratulations. That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, so I did that for a long time. And then when my kids were young and I couldn't get a babysitter out in Terracotta, I had to kind of give up the real estate because a lot of it was nights. And what do you do with a real estate license? Well, went back in the trades. Ultimately got all my welding tickets, so I was actually doing pressure vessel welding, which is really high-end welding where they test your welds.
I see.
And I don't know, being creative like I am, I was always making stuff out of the scrap that was there.
You're a lot like me, Doris. You're a creative person. Then Leah, you're the same way. And when you're a creative person, a light goes on, right?
I look at something and I'm like, I can make something.
Yeah. And it's passion, right?
It's a love and a passion.
On it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you've done many sculptures that are around. We're about to go into Limehouse now, the actual village, and see some of your stuff at the park, right? Explain to us what we're going to see there.
I've made all sorts of things for the park, and I moved here 25 years ago, and this little parkette is actually really nice. There's local volunteers that plant and pull weeds and religiously, because it's a hard go.
It's always very well kept. I've noticed that.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. That's where the scrapyard used to be, and the chicken man used to live, right?
Yeah.
At one time. So we're coming into the village of
So on
Limehouse
the
now.
left,
Yeah.
if you can see it, there's some Canada geese.
Well, we certainly will.
And so
Right
those
here?
are in the rock. So we anchored them in the rock, and they dress them up. So right now they've got their scarves, their winter scarves on still. And then behind, I don't know if you can blow up on that, there's a butterfly we just installed this year.
Oh, yeah.
For the Millennium Garden, because they've been here that long. And we also will see, if you maybe want to go to the parking lot, just to the left, and here's the Queen's Jubilee.
Oh, yes, I want to see that, because that's very impressive.
Yeah.
I'm British, so I was brought up with the Queen being my second mother. So this is very important. It's in the parking lot here?
No, we just passed it.
Oh,
But you know
okay,
what?
let's
Maybe
go around.
I'll send
This
you
is
a
Limehouse
picture.
School, by the way. This is Limehouse School.
I had no
coming up.
idea there was a
Open.
school up on the hill when I first lived here.
Did
Until
you?
I got my kids. I went and started going here.
That's been, I guess,
It's-
Limehouse School was built in 1960. It's been around for a long time.
And
Public
it's a
school.
really, really great school.
But, so tell us more about your other stuff that you've done as well.
I've made things that are all over the place. In the Acton, Georgetown, and Burlington Library, I've made the fireplace screens as well as the copper kettle.
Okay.
There's a lot of private contracts that I got. A lot of these geese are private homes as well.
I see.
Oh, nice.
Railings, trellises, you name it, really oddball stuff. Like I just made a set of deer, like a doe, a deer, and the stag, which went on the side of a
And
garage
that's the
in Georgetown, and they were 7 feet tall. The one.
and the sunflower, is
There
that
we go.
yours right there?
Yeah.
That's
That's
Metalscape
an
material.
old tilling wheel.
Yeah. You really do. Like how, sometimes I look at your stuff and I go, how did she do that?
There's the butterfly.
There's the
I don't know
butterfly?
if I can, let's see if we can. You see.
Okay, we'll
Is that?
try and zoom in on the butterfly. And right there it is.
So that's it. Basically, it's called the Millennium Garden. I
Yeah.
never say it right, but
There it is, right? Oh, sorry, people. We're doing our best here. There we go. There's the butterfly.
You got your butterfly.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to show the pictures of your other sculptures too. What do you have at the library?
There's some sculptures on the library itself.
Okay.
It's faces, and it was for Run for the Hills, Halton Hills at one time.
Oh, yeah.
And people would come by. I had set up a booth, and I had all sorts of materials there, and they would make a face with leftover parts, like each team would, and then I would go and weld the faces up after the fact, and ended up putting it together as a wall sculpture, which is on the outside of the courtyard in the Georgetown Library.
Yes. That's a beautiful library in downtown Georgetown, by the way. Now, tell us what's in Acton. That was the one that got the big concern there for a little while because they had to take it down for
It wasn't engineered, unfortunately.
I see.
The Nancy Wilkes commissioned me to make an art piece that she was donating to the town, and the town people knew about it, but we weren't aware that we needed to have it engineered. So for liability reasons.
Yeah. Well, I guess the town have to be careful with things like that, but it's very front and center, right? The four corners in downtown Acton now. If you want to check that out, folks, it's of course the heart. But
It's an interactive piece, so when you do go there, so folks are listening, bring a lock. You can put a lock on it. So it's your memory. So we can take a picture in front of the heart and advertise Acton for that matter too.
I think
Nice.
I think it's wonderful what you're doing, and you're getting more and more popular. That was a fantastic article that Halton Hills Today did on you. and you know, we're so proud to have you in our area. And I've been a big fan for years, being a cab driver. It was always, oh yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm just looking for the sculptor. But of course,
that's how the pizza people find me. I said, look for the lady at the end of the driveway. And they're like, what?
That's hilarious. We're driving north on 5th line towards Metalscape, and we're going to drop off, Doris. But I'd like to thank you so much for your time. And give us a little information on Metalscape. How do people get a hold of you? Can people actually give you a phone call and say, can you make this for me? Or I'm sure that's the way you do it, right? Or is it through Metalscape or through you personally that you do that?
Either. It's one and the same. So I used to do the One of a Kind show for 15 years, and every craft show and high school show, and now I do mostly custom work. So people call me up and say, you know, hey, I'm thinking about something, I'm not quite sure. So then they usually come and visit me in my studio, and I kind of give them some options, and I get a gist of what they're after, and then we go from there.
Well,
so I am by appointment because I'm in and out all the time.
I understand you're a very busy lady, and you know it must take. How long does it take you to than the average sculpture?
It really depends on how complicated it is.
Yeah, I guess it is. So the one in Acton, the heart, probably took a while. Right?
It took a while. I mean, I knew it right when Nancy asked me if I could think of something to make for that corner. It just popped in my head right away.
Yeah.
Like I knew I wanted something that we could share with the community, so you could put your lock on and take pictures. And also in Acton, I made the bicycle stands that are around, and the hooks for the the flower hooks, and I made the post holders for the flags.
So if people want to contact you, do you have a phone number that you can give out?
Yeah, it's 647-993-9743.
And that's Dreamscape?
Metalscape?
Metalscape. What is a Dreamscape? It is a dream up here.
That's okay.
It is a dream up here. It's beautiful. But it's Metalscape. That's the phone number. And we'd like to thank Doris Treleaven for joining us. And we're going to come up and see you again and check out what you do as you go along, because we're big supporters of what you do, sweetheart. We really are. And thank you for being in our community. You know,
I appreciate it. And I appreciate you giving me a ride.
Thank you so much. And thanks for the tour. And we're going to be seeing pictures of all of your work during the video. You're going to send us pictures of the heart in Acton and what's on the walls down in the library. We can go and take pictures ourselves.
The other big one, I just finished some flowers at Dominion Seed Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
Some metal ones. And on Armstrong, across from Unilock, is a building which has got all sorts of metal art sculptures.
Yes,
not
I
just
do.
for
I
myself,
saw that.
but I did the outside of the whole building with stained glass.
Thank you so much, Doris, for joining us.
Well,
We're so proud of you and the fact that you're doing what you're doing.
Hey, it's Big Edge here, Georgetown's good old boy from New York. I'm here to tell you about Max Tires in Georgetown. Need an oil change? Max Tires. Need new or used tires? And not the ones you find at the bottom of the East River, if you know what I mean. Oh! Max Tire. 61 Guelph Street, Georgetown. 905-873-9255. And don't you forget it.